What's good, y'all? So, it's been a while, but I just had to come back and vent real quick. Um, it's the summer season, so we got a number of things coming out. My Dress Up Darling Season 2, Kaiju number 8 Season 2, the summer that Hiku died is looking cool, and there's also some trash that we don't pay attention to. That doesn't matter. But I started watching Takopi's Original Sin, right? No idea what it was about before I jumped in, and I didn't know what I was getting myself into until I started the episode, and it starts with a suicide warning, because why not? Now, it's become a thing in kind of like the anime community to talk about like how good first episodes are and the impressions they leave. Good examples of that might be Ocean no Color's first episode, To Your Eternity's first episode. Both of those amazing, right? And I feel like this one is right up there with them because I've never been so engrossed in a story and yet so not turned off, but like messed up on the inside. Like my stomach was churning, and that does not happen easily for me. Like I don't think I've seen such a more accurate and disturbing depiction of bullying, depression, and suicide as I have in that first episode. I mean, just Shizuka killing herself. I mean, it lingered on that for so long, and not only that, but just the dichotomy of Takopi, I guess, yeah, not knowing what's going on or not processing it like he should because of Happy and doesn't really know anything about that. But I mean, it messed me up, man. Which, let me talk about that for a second. Takumi comes from a planet where their biggest problem is whether you stole somebody's pudding that day or not. And now he's dealing with such sensitive topics that can end up hurting him or somebody he was close with. I mean, just Takumi finding out what fear is after being bullied was so well done. Or even just coming to the realization that his actions has led to hurting Marina's mother unintentionally. And that goes against, his whole purpose as a Happian. But now he's at more of a crossroads when dealing with situations. Like, do you continue trying to help even though you helping is what caused problems in the first place? Or do you just back off entirely because some of these people were at least not content, but they knew how to survive in the scenario they were faced with? Either way, I just hope Takopi doesn't lose his happiness and become like some dog Takopi in the end. I would seriously hate that. But anyway, like I had to wait maybe a day or two before I could even watch the second episode. That's how messed up I was. And okay, so like they showed Marina's home life, right? And I hope they don't use that as a justification for what she did to Shizuka. Like I get it, okay. Hope people, right? She's getting abused at home. She's having a broken family, or her family is breaking apart currently because her dad is going and spending money on Shizuka's mom. And I can understand how a child can make those logical leaps. Like, okay, she's the daughter of this woman. If she wasn't here, if her mom wasn't here, then my family wouldn't be having these problems too, right? I can understand those logical leaps. But I think it's more the act of being able to, well, for one, planning out how you're going to harm this person because of that. And then two, not only doing that, but they're actually following through with those thoughts, Like, this goes beyond just regular bullying. You're not, I mean, like, being able to stab somebody's eye out or being able to make a plan that would get their pet killed, that's almost irredeemable to me, So it's like you can see in the opening that you can get a peek into each of these main characters or secondary characters' home lives, and everybody has their problems. But once you take those problems and give them to someone else, that's just you're doing too much at that point. I mean, like, am I supposed to feel bad seeing her mom hit Marina? I mean, yes, but after watching what she did to Shizuka, I don't care. Am I supposed to feel sad about Takopi clocking her in the head and killing her? Yes, but again, after seeing what she did, I'm like, bye, bitch. What? I mean, come on. Okay, and I get it. I know at some point, if they talked about that big clock tower, and I'm sure that's going to come into play and rewind everything, and I hope everybody's gonna be happy because they all deserve it, and I shouldn't be mad about them. I get that. I guess who I should be mad at, or who we should be mad at, are the adults in this situation. Okay, I mean, Shizuka's dad just left, leaving her mom and her in poverty. Marina's parents all out there beating on her and going in infidelity and all that, and Ozma's parents all like giving heavy expectations and ruining like emotional abuse. I don't know about his brother yet. They didn't really show much about him being a bad guy. He seems kind of cool right now. I hope that's true. But I get that. I get that, and I'm just, I get that's what we should be doing, but it's just hard in the moment when you're seeing those things go down. But I guess that's on us as the adults. We should be able to look past that and want to help them as children overcome those struggles, right? Now, I'm going to go on a tangent real quick. The name of this anime, Takopi's Original Sin, what is that supposed to mean? Because just when I hear original sin, the first thing that I think of is biblical, right? So just out of nowhere, my mind went, is he Jesus? Like, he comes from, I guess, quote unquote, outer space, meaning could be heaven, and he was sent here by his mom or God with certain happy items or miracles that he can perform to make people happy, right? And that, like, what, sometime he might end up dying for their sins, and that would make them fully happy. Like that's what I originally thought, but now I'm like, I don't think that's the case. Takopi's original sin, well, still going back to biblical, but that original sin in the Bible was more about like Adam and Eve not listening to God, and that causing problems with them and being kicked out of the Garden of Eden, and that being the natural sin that everybody is then born with. Now, that can still go back and play into that more original sin of Takopi, because he didn't listen to what his mom said, like him giving Shizuka the happy item and not being there to supervise it is what led her to kill herself. Well, gave her the ability to kill herself. And then that kind of spiraled all these other state of events. And because of that original sin, it seems like other sin is going to be spiraling because of it. You know, I mean, Takopi had to kill Marina. Ozma's out there stealing from his brother, which he wouldn't have done anyway because he wouldn't have been involved with them if none of that happened. So I'm wondering if that's the case or that's what we're getting in. I don't know. Either way, I just want everybody to be happy, man. It's messed up, and I can't look away, and because I love it. Yeah. This is why I love shows like this, man. Anyway, let me know what you think. If you've seen it, don't spoil it for anybody, especially me. And I'll catch y'all in whatever the next video is. Peace. Also, why can't you go home, Takopi? What did you do? Whose pudding did you steal? Why? Okay, seriously, bye.